I am live. Canadian wine lovers, Carl's Wine Club members, everyone across the country. Beautiful Canada. How are you guys doing? It's Wednesday. It's 5 o'clock Pacific. Here we are in beautiful Okanagan Valley. It's Summerland in all of its beauty. So welcome, welcome everybody. If you're tuning in today, please let me know where you are tuning from. Let me know what is in your glass. And because we're going to have a lot of fun here. Beautiful backdrop here. This is Summerland in all of its beauty. I'm just sitting here on a beautiful apple orchard. And oh, yeah, it's 34 degrees, a little hot, but that's okay. And I have a bunch of Rieslings right here with me, a bunch of Cap Franc. I have some Marsanne. I have some Marsanne Roussanne Viognier. There's a lot of fantastic wines in my glass right now. This is why, because this is collab month. We are featuring the whole collab group for the entire month of July, and that means 7 different producer, small artisanal, uh, what we used to call garagiste, right? And we have 7, one after another. There's a couple bigger in there. I mean, Jeff Moot with Divergence. We had like 8 different wines at the beginning of the month. Some Sauvignon Blanc, some sparkling. We also had some Roussanne Marsanne Viognier. We had Vio Chard. An amazing lineup from Jeff Mood, the recipient of the Paul Panner Award at the last Ontario Award night a couple weeks ago. One of the most important honor in the wine business. He was voted by his peers. So Jeff is one of the head winemaker at the Collab Group, and him and Mark Pister. And today I met with Mark. Oh, last night I met with Mark Pister last night for an amazing interview. We talked about Cap Front Riesling because that's what he does. And in a few hour time or tomorrow morning, we are going to have some very rare Cap Franc available for you guys. Yes, 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 available for you guys. Like some as little as 24 bottles. Okay. So yeah, it's gonna be it's a fun. So we're gonna review a little bit more of these wines. Let's talk about it a little bit more after the interview yesterday. Because I want to touch base. Okay, it's hot in here. I need a sip of Riesling. Let's do the used vineyard. Okay, 2020 vineyard, 2020 vintage. Let's do this. It's been open a couple days now, and it's still so aromatic. Lighter, super concentrated, great mid palate, but lighter in alcohol at 9% alcohol, a little higher in residual sugar, but bright acid. This wine is an absolute beauty. Mm, 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 mm. So there is a story for you guys. Last night, first night at our new place, and there was like a billion stars in the sky. And now we're really in farm country and we're far away from any source of light. And at 10:30 or 11 o'clock, the kids were out cold, moving day and all that. Kids got so tired. My business partner, aka my wife, was also very tired by 10:30. She passed out. And what I did, after my interview with Mark Pister last night, I got so excited about the 2020 Picon Cap Franc. So I sat down right here, but facing the other way, facing the view there. And I pour myself a glass of Picon 2020 and a glass of used Riesling. And I geeked out for at least, hey, Come here. No, I just got a special delivery here. This is a sparkling wine, and I have a knife here, and I might ask Cedric. No, maybe I would like someone to come and maybe to savor that bottle. So, if my business partner might wanna come over and savor a bottle of PN 17, because I just got that from in the mail today. That's coming up for you guys, a 2017 Prince Edward County sparkling 100% Pinot Noir. I can't wait to taste that wine. And I was thinking maybe it's a great time to pop that to celebrate. And there's nothing better to use a knife, cut the top off. Mira's an expert at it. So maybe if she feel like it, just to get the yeah out, it would be awesome. But anyway, I just gonna get a little check here on the comments. But yeah, so in my glass, used vineyard 2020. Oh yeah, my story, my story from last night. Sitting here looking at the a billion stars in the sky, and geeking out on that. Where is that darn Cap Franc here? I left it inside. Anyway, 2020 Cap Franc from Picon Vineyard, that we talked at length, Mark and I, last night. And I'm like, okay, I'm sitting there and I'm just relaxing. And it was such an incredible spiritual moment. And I'm here smelling that super rich Cap Franc and all of these aromas. It's 10:30 at night, and I'm starting to hear a bunch of noise down below here. So we're on an orchard, and I realized, yeah, oh darn right, 6 acre orchard in the middle of the wild. So there's a bunch of different animals down here. It was so cool. And I realized, like, yeah, the deers were around. I can see some eyes lighting up in the some raccoon maybe. And it was so incredible. And these two wines that I have with me last night. So I have to say, that 2020 Picon Cap Franc, this is a 94 points. Okay. I may have rated it before when they came out in 22 or whatever it was. I'm not sure if I had the Picon 20 rated, but holy shit. This wine has hit a level of enjoyment and complexity that it's worth talking about it. Sometimes you taste a wine in the early stage and say, yeah, this is a good wine. This is a good wine. Yeah, love it. You don't make it a big deal. And sometimes some of these wines hit a certain level when you taste them at the right time and sometimes in the right circumstances. God, it's absolutely incredible. And that Picon 2020 is that specific phase right now. And holy shit. So Mark had help 12 cases, I think, when they were gonna run out of stock in 22. He really in 23. He wanted to re-release it, and guess what? He has 2 cases available for Carl's Wine Club, 24 bottles, and I think like for something like under definitely under $40. So yeah, I give it 94 points. I retasted it this morning, and this wine, it's in an incredible spot right now. And I really wanted to share that story with you because yeah, like I said, sitting here tasting that wine at 10:30 when you're wiped because you're moving, and it was something special. So um that's for the 2020 or the few, but we also have that experience here, which is the new 2023s. These are not released yet, I believe. These are pre-release Carl's Wine Club, and it's single vineyard Grimsby Hillside and single vineyard Picon 2023 vintage. Made similar, just like made in the same way. Like let's recall Thomas Batchelder, right? 80 Essential. They make the same varietal from very many different single vineyards. Well, that's what's happening with Mark Pister and Fogelar and the Cap Franc. Another wonderful example of terroir from Niagara. And I mean, we've been tasting some Grimsby Hillside lately, from Riesling, from Cab Franc, from Chardonnay, from other varietal, because it's one of the most iconic plot of vineyards in the entire, definitely from the Lincoln Lakeshore, but in the entire escarpment. So and I thought just to taste because Lincoln Lake Shore and the North Mound Ridge appellation are just in line, right? So you're in line from each other. North Mound Ridge is behind Lincoln Lake Shore. So kind of the same strip. And these two wines are so different, made the same way, by the same winemaker, the same vintage, the same grape. So it's really, really exceptional. It's so much fun to taste these two vintage side by side. And I mean, Grimsby Hillside, I'm starting to get the hang of it. Like that stony, gravelly delivery on the finish, darker fruit, while Picon has a little bit more red fruit, red pepper jelly, softer tannin, but bright acidity. And Grimsby is all of that stony, gravelly minerality and darker fruit. There's also one thing already helped. It's the second day. These little pre-release were good yesterday on the pop and pour, but on the second day they are totally freaking shining right now. Oh, they're good. Well, like I have here Grimsby, which is, yeah. Second day, the dark fruit are even darker. The stony part is even stonier. The tannin are a little rugged. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, that's a 92 plus point Cap Franc right there at for from the Grimsby side. And let's get to the North Mount Ridge appellation with the Picon here. Uh, yeah, off the nose though. Oh, this is a that one that the Picon get the nod on the nose, on the appeal, on the sexiness of the aromas. Shit, that is awesome. Mm, much softer. So it's raining on me right now. That's kind of funny, eh? That's kind of funny. It's been happening here in summer in the last couple of days. Some big black cloud just shows up and pour on you. And right during my life. Huh. Okay. Well, we'll keep going. I'm not stopping. Not stopping. Okay. Until the the phone tells me that he's too wet and he gets to be shut down. I'm not stopping. Okay, it's starting to rain here. There's a big black cloud over me, but I have some amazing wine and I'm gonna keep going. Okay, uh, because I just taste Picon and Grimsby Hillside, both side by side, very different. um, I'm liking the tannic structure of the Picon today a lot. Because I worked on my tasting note this morning. This wine has evolved a lot. Picon is more approachable. Picon is more, is wider on the mid palate, a little shaped like this, while the Grimsby is much more narrow. Um, and wow, oh, that Picon is taking off today. Whoa, compared to yesterday. Hmm. Obviously, oh, none has hit that incredible level of the 2020 Picon that I tasted last night. But two fantastic wine. And what I also have, it's 1995 here, that Cap Franc from, this is a blend of Picon, of Grimsby Hillside and the Mary Nesson Vineyard as well. So there's fruit from Mary Nesson on the 4 Mile Creek. There's fruit from the North Mountain Ridge. There are fruits from the Lincoln Lake Shore. And Mark just absolutely deliver an amazing value proposition. I have to say that Picon nose. Shit, that's fun. Oh, it's so red fruit, red pepper jelly. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, you guys tell me if you can see if it's raining here, but I got some. Hello from Calgary. This is Lisa, drinking a Ferrari Pearl right now, and have some Canadian later. So I think Lisa and Jared, you guys are on sparkling. That's awesome. Good. God loves me. Here you go. That's awesome. So, yeah, Lisa and Jared in Calgary. Hey, it's really raining on me right now. That's funny. That is awesome. Okay, so I wanted to taste that with you now. 1995. This is a great value. Uh, Cab Franc here, and from very premium source of fruit. And I wanted to confirm my 91 points that I gave it last night, because at that price point, 1995, tax in. Tax in. Yes, sir, tax in. So that's a big deal. We don't see a whole lot of premium wine from premier source of grape under 20 bucks these days, including tax. So I was chatting with Mark and Julianne's the brand ambassador, the brand manager at Collab this morning, because she also have her own brand. It's called Battersea. So this is her here on the label. Really cool brand. She has 5 different labels, and Judy was saying, and I said, guys, 1995. Like, I mean, this is incredible. And she said, Carl, if we want to sell wine, and we love selling wine. We love what we do. We just want to do it and it's affordable and approachable for people. I was like, huh? This is so freaking refreshing. And this is so cool to hear to hear stuff like that coming out of like young people starting in the biz. And she's like, yeah, I just love what I do so much. I just want to make it affordable and enjoyable for people. So yeah, I mean, like $20, 1995 for that awesome approachable Cab Franc, which is basically a blend of the 2 single vineyard with also some fruit from Niagara on the lake at Mary Nissan. So incredible price point. While the 2 single vineyard, you at, I believe, $34.95. But I mean, we're talking about one of the top Cab Franc winemaker using some top end fruit with a top barrel program under $35. Well, so you have a 92 plus and a 92 points with the Grimsby Hillside and the Picon. I give a little nudge on the Grimsby just because of the finish, just a little bit more nerdy, just a little bit more complex, just a little bit more drive and precision. I think that probably the Grimsby might age a little bit better, but man, these two are fantastic. And when you get there, so 4 Cab Franc with Fogellar, 4 Grimsby 23, Picon 23, only 24 bottles of the 2020 that I gave 94 points. That could be one of the best one of the year. I mean, this is a retaste because I know that I tasted it before, but this one is at this climax, at the top of his beauty. So if you want, and I already got a couple people who reached out to me and they want a few bottles, so we might be down at this time, we're probably down at 12 bottles. Hit me up if you want to reserve a few of them, because I mean, at $35, these are good. Just gonna like they're gonna be gone by tomorrow morning. So, and the email, Mira's putting together a the form right now, and everything is going to be, you can add to your divergence order, to your horseshoe cellar 94 point Riesling, you can 93 point Riesling, you can add to that. This is a build your case month. So so speaking of that, now we can speak. Like, I started with the Cap Franc because I was too excited to talk about the 2020, 12 bottle remaining, but we also have four different Rieslings. And on because he released a few cases of the 2020 Picon on the Cap Franc side, he said, Carl, you know what? How about we do 2020 use Riesling as a little extra here. I know these are not usually available, but I can have four cases of the used 2020. Let's talk 2020, okay? Because we all know 2020 was the, like our late Annan I seller has said, this the vintage of the century. But I mean, for some reds, this vintage is incredible. But sometimes there's question mark about the white, and I don't want my Riesling to be too heavy. I don't want my Riesling to have too much alcohol. I mean, I like my Riesling bright with sky high acidity. Mark Pester is a freaking magician. He freaking did it. He preserved the acid on that 2020 used vineyard. And that's what he was mentioning to me yesterday. He said, Carl, used vineyard is known for that. That's why, one of the reason why that Jeff Moot at Divergent used to use vineyard for his Sauv Blanc, because it's preserved the acidity so darn well. So yeah, acid perfect for Riesling. So this 2020 use is shining. It's absolutely beautiful right now. So this, and we have the horizontal, the trilogy of Picon Riesling. We have Picon North Block, we have Picon Old Vines, and we have Picon Noble Selection. Darn right we do. So he did Picon three-way for Riesling, and I mean, the Noble Selection and the North Block were kind of head to head almost the whole way, and I give the nudge. That's usually, I love the Noble Selection. Like when I go like Bellaterra, like when I get a little bit of botrytis in my Riesling, I freaking love it. Freaking love it. But you know what? For these three, my highest score is on the North Block. This is such a classic delivery for Riesling. You know, when I think Roberts Block from Siouan, when I'm thinking Cave Springs CSV, when I think Dobbin, like, you know, that Riesling smell and Riesling profile that comes to like really pop out of my memory when I close my eyes and think Riesling. That's what I got from the North Block. 12 gram, I think, of residual sugar, but super balanced with beautiful acidity. So slightly off dry. It's got everything I love about Ontario Riesling. It's in that glass. It's lighter on his feet in the sense that there's energy in there. It's not a heavy mid palate. You know, when I think about, let's talk like Dobbin. Dobbin has a heavier frame. This is lighter, but that doesn't mean that it's not as layered. It doesn't mean that it's not complex. It's just not as weighty on the mid palate. And I just love that. Oh, this is really elegant and got everything I love about Riesling. Mm, mm. Yeah, there you go. Ah, That is so Riesling. And so there's that. And on the other hand, there's the Noble Selection with 25% of botrytis infected grape. Uh, Mark said there was so much consistency in the vineyard when it was time to pick, and he was dreaming to have that beautiful botrytis and like equally split in the bunches. They said when he walked the vineyard, it was such a no-brainer to make that wine. So we went into with the selection and he selected the bunches, all bunches with the equal shapes, equal size and weight, and equal amount of botrytis infected grape. And it gives you a wine that is sensual and like sexy, thicker on the texture, more richer, more concentrated, and that botrytis backhand that brings an incredible complexity, suave, textural, but coming from the Riesling, there's that natural acidity into that really like makes it such a unique type of wine. And for that price point, I mean, we're talking about under $35. Absolutely fantastic. So we got Daryl here joining, and he said this. Daryl, the well smoked smoke there is tasting the Chardonnay Frontier Block from Divergence. So Daryl, I want to know. Well, we already tasted it together in Burgundy, I guess. So, but hopefully you're enjoying it in the smoke right now. So yeah, Daryl, what do you think of my backdrop? Hey, hope you enjoy, and I hope to see you here in the future because that's a pretty part of the world and it's smoke free here for now. That's what I have to say because I'm hearing that it has started here in the Okanagan as well. So we'll see how it develops in the next couple days. But I was hearing this morning, Mira and I got some wind from people that we know the wildfire may have started. So it's been hot here. It's been dry. Boy, like it's been dry. We know since the winter we barely had any snow, so we know some things like that's gonna happen at some point. But yeah, but Daryl, let me know about the Grimsby from Divergence. So hmm, man, that I like that North Block, and I think also with that North Block, guys, there's just a few cases left. Mark just contacted me earlier. He said, Carl, there's not a ton left of that one. So we'll see what's coming up. We might put a sold out at some point, but 92 plus points, Carl's Wine Club at definitely under $30, I believe. And the sheet will be ready a little later with all of these 8 Fogelar wine, 4 Cab Franc, 4 Riesling. There's a very rare Cap Franc at 94 points in there as well. The 2020 re-release of 2 cases of the Picon Cap Franc. So this is for that. Now, yeah, I just wanted to just say a little like wink wink to Battersea. So Battersea, it's Julie Enns. She was the marketing director at Mary Nesson. And while Collab is growing, Collab is the umbrella where Divergence, Fogelar, what Menid, there's also Horseshoe Cellar, there's also Chateau Everett, there's a like 7, 8, or 9 smaller producer producing under the same umbrella, sharing all of their resources. So Judy was the marketing director. And it's like, hey, you know what? I want to make some wines too. So the boys, Mark Pister and Jeff Mooch, sourced some grape for her. And she had a vision since for years that she wanted to make some wines as well. And she started to make Chardonnay, Marsanne, white blend of Viognier, Roussanne, Marsanne. I'm telling you something, guys. That Rhone Ranger movement in Niagara is picking up steam. And I mean, with the Mio Vineyard, with Bog Vineyard, there are some with Black Bank Hill Vineyards. More and more vineyards are growing the Rhone varietals, and more winemakers are dipping their toes into that world. And it's getting increasingly interesting. And after tasting the Marsanne, the Roussanne, the Viognier from Jeff Mood. And I mean, like we had some of our members who attended the event at Collab last weekend, and I got a bunch of texts about the Jeff the Divergence Viognier. That was a big, massive wine, monster wine. This one, yes, this one. And Julie's producing her own brand. And by the way, it's the boys make her wine. So Mark Pister, there's also Jeff Mood. So they all chip in and they help Julie to get her to make the wine, and Julie get the brand out. She has the vision. She designed the wine she wants, and she also have a fantastic friend who does incredible art. And her label is exceptional, and she make her wine super affordable. That Vivo here, which is made from Gruner Veltliner, Viognier, Muscat, Pinot Blanc. I think there's 10 wide grape varietals in there. Field blend from a test block that Jeff Moot at Divergence and Mark Pister found. So that test block, they do a field blend, and they do a cuvée close of that wine for $20. If you're looking for a fun, cheerful, but interesting and intriguing as hell. That says Vivo Sparkling here. That's going to be released later this week. You can add to your case at $20, including tax. She's crushing it. Too bad. Her Chardonnay, she did such a great job with her previous vintage that this Chardonnay, so unfortunately I can't put it on the list because everything was purchased by 3 different restaurants in Niagara. And she said this morning, sorry, Carl, like they are all like, I tried to save a few cases, but I couldn't. So, but we're going to have the white blend, the Marsanne, the Cabernet as well, because she's doing a Cab Franc, Cab Sauv, Petit Verdot, who's like, there's a freshness in there. There's a beautiful oak, beautiful tannin. I think she's 30% new oak in there, which is awesome. So yeah, we're gonna release the interview maybe tomorrow or the day after. But it was awesome. So her 4 wines are going to be available later this week. So that's for her, and I have 3 more coming up before the end of July. All small producer made wine from tiny batches. But today, we are focusing on Fogellar. We're going to send you guys the order sheet soon. But we have 4 Cab Franc, 4 Rieslings, and also, yeah, that and 2 re-release, 2 pre-release. Like they went all in. It's going to be so much fun. Free shipping to build your case. If you hold until the end of the month, they're going to ship you like all of these small producers together. First time in Carl's Wine Club, and it's really interesting. Really cool. And I wanted to say also that Sunday night we are going to do a little recap of Burgundy. If you're intrigued about our new international wine itinerary, our international wine program, we've designed 4 super exclusive trips, tiny groups of 25 people, 12 couples, just like we did in Burgundy, two couples of winemaker. We're going international with a boatload of Canadian wines, and we're gonna have fun. So we did it in Burgundy. We're gonna recap. We're gonna have some pictures for people who are intrigued or want to know more how everything went. We're gonna talk about our full day with Pascal Marchand. We're going to talk about our trip at Domaine de la Romanée Conti, taking some pictures. We're going to talk about our full afternoon at Claude Vougeot, some incredible experience that we had out there. That's coming on Sunday night. So if you're intrigued, want to know more about our international trip, and you want to know how Burgundy went, just join us on Zoom. Join us on Zoom. We might also tune in on that very page, on the VIP, on the Carl's Wine Club VIP member page, at the same time that we're doing on Zoom. But send us a note. You got an email already. We're gonna send another email tomorrow reminding you guys. But if you want to know more about France, because we're gonna do Burgundy again, I think it's June 10 to the 20th, I think, this time, because next year we're doing Paris, Burgundy, and an extension to Champagne. So we're switching it up. We're going to do a 3 nights extension somewhere else after. So that's for Burgundy next year. We're also going to do Tuscany. We're going to do, because we're going to do 3 nights in Florence. We're going to go to Chianti. We're going to go to Montalcino, and we're going to do an extension in the Barolo world of Nebbiolo in La Mora in the Piemonte. So Tuscany extension to Piemonte for Tuscany. Also, we're going to go to Spain. And for Spain, we're going to go to San Sebastian for a culinary tour. After that, we're going to hit the Rioja and an extension to the Riviera del Duero. So that's for the four. And also, let's not forget the most sought after trip that we're putting together next year. It's Hungary, Romania. We're taking a group to Mira's world of the Eastern Europe. Hungary absolutely floored us with this beautifulness and the amazingness of his wine industry when we were there after Burgundy. And we're going to go to Tokaj, and we're going to go to Lake Balaton, and we're going to go to Romania to visit Mira's family, who are in the winemaking industry, in the wine growing industry for decades. So that's for our 4 trips next year. And we're looking forward to meet with you if you are interested, because it's going to be pretty awesome. It rained earlier. It was raining on me. Now the sun came back up, and I am absolutely cooking here. Holy shit. It's hot. Hey, by the way, we are getting ready for our tour of the Mira's birthday tour, the August long weekend. It's become a tradition here at Carl's Wine Club. We always do something cool because it's Mira's birthday weekend. This year we have a full group coming over, and we're going to tour the Naramata Bench. Yes, the very famous. Oh, bring the wind. Yeah. Woo-hoo. We're going to tour the Naramata Bench, 3 wineries on the Saturday, and we're going to kick off that weekend with a heritage tour at Hillside Estate on the bench, obviously, with Cathy Malone, one of the most experienced winemaker in the Okanagan. Hillside is one of the original wineries here in BC. They were part of the very small group who expanded the license program for Farmgate. So they've been there since around 1983. So we're going to visit the Heritage Block. We're going to walk the Gamay Vineyard, which is is the oldest in Canada. So we're going to do that on Friday night with some appies. They have an incredible restaurant on site, and you guys can reserve your own table for later if you guys want. We're going to have some table available for us as well. So Friday night of August long started kickoff at Hillside, and I'm keeping the itinerary secret for Saturday. So we're going to see some big guns on the bench. We're going to tour all together. Everything is included. We have a lunch, and we have a private chef for the dinner. Everything's going to be wine oriented, obviously, but we're going to do 3 wineries on the Saturday. And we can even do a little extra on the Sunday because it's Mira's birthday weekend. So yeah, that's coming up August long. So that's been a couple weeks. That's coming fast. We're hosting a bunch of our members from Ontario. They're coming, people from Alberta as well. So looking forward to seeing you all guys here in the Okanagan. Behind me, my backdrop is Summerland. So this is the beautiful scenery of Summerland. Um, we're very blessed to live around here. And let's not forget, Summerland makes some of the most amazing Chardonnays of the Okanagan Valley. So come and see us. It's going to be fun. We're doing it as well in September. We're going to have a week of touring in September as well. The dates are already posted. It's going to be Okanagan Falls for Pinot Noir and Chardonnay. So this is it for me. Tasting right now Fogalar, four Chardonnays, four Pinot Noir, four Cabernet, not Chardonnay. Wow, what am I talking about? Four Rieslings, four Cab Franc, single vineyard mostly, some back vintage released, very small quantity. So this is Evan here. Geeking out on Mark Mister. We're gonna have some little clip of the interview coming out. I think that we have finally resolved our internet issue. We have found the sweet spot. We're right here at our new place on top of the hill. Beautiful view, but also beautiful connection, internet connection. So there's no issue anymore. Hopefully, we have that resolved so we can get back to you guys with the right information. A little later, you guys gonna get the scores for the Fogalar Rieslings and Cap Franc. That's coming your way soon. And stay tuned. This is Build Your Own Case month. First time ever done that. It's all coming from Collab Group, seven small producer who are making some phenomenal terroir-oriented wines. And if you want to discover some amazing gem that you'll never see on the shelf at the LCBO, some wines that you ever never gonna think that we produce wine is that quality and small quantities. So I give them a try. I mean, these little winemakers, these small winemakers are phenomenal. And I mean, they're reasons like Mark Bister is one of the most accomplished winemakers. So he leads the group. Jeff Mood is one of the most talented. So both of them help all of that group to bring their wine to life, bring their dream to life, and they all have a fantastic story. And again, these wines are such small quantity. That's what makes it super cool. Build your own case. You can order a little bit each time. Horseshoe Cellar are still available. You can click the link. Go to Carl Michael Horseshoe Cellar. They have one Riesling so far, but that Riesling got 93 points from myself. I think Rick Bensicle 94 points. Grimsby Hillside single block, the Gilson block. Riesling and the guy Scott Woody, senior manager at Tanta Phillips here in BC in Kelowna, and John Daniel Smith, two Riesling fanatic from Ontario, have decided to take on a Riesling journey. First step, the Kelson block from Grimsby Hillside. Their second vintage is in bottle, and after that, they're going around. They want to do single vineyard, single block, a little bit like Thomas Batchelor is doing it with Chardonnay Pinot Noir. They want to do it with Riesling. So, and Mark Visser is doing it as well with Fogalar, but the Horseshoe Cellar guy are going on a mission to map Niagara, to draw the Niagara Riesling map on their collab. So really cool. So if you want to get I think there's only 25 cases left from the Horseshoe 2024. 93 points, Carl's Wine Club, 94 points, Rick Bensicle winning that wine in Niagara. So big score there for Horseshoe Cellar. If you're looking for pure Riesling Niagara profile, give it a try. Grimsby Hillside, Kelso Block. Uh, 34 amazing. So yeah, so there was Carl here sitting in Summerland with the view, chatting Funnel Wine, Collab Wine, Horseshoe Cellar Wine, also divergence, and all of that. So wish you best of luck all in Ontario because I'm hearing there's a little smoke, lots of fire. So hopefully you guys are all safe and drink well, drink good Canadian wines. Stay tuned and thank you for following us. We greatly appreciate you more coming in your inbox very, very soon. So Canadian wine lovers, Carl's Wine Club members, happy Wine Wednesday.